Hi, today I want to talk to you about change, or more precisely, the foundation for change. If you are like every other person on this earth, you might have dreams, however big they are, for your own personal life and future. Things you want to accomplish, master, or implement. Maybe you have a picture of what you want your life to be in the future, or maybe you just want to improve your mood and increase your overall happiness. Whatever the trigger or need might be for you, one thing is certain: something has to change, be rearranged or implemented if you want to achieve your dream and also create lasting change. Trying to create change from the space you're in now will either prove to be unnecessarily comprehensive and rigid, or even impossible. Perhaps you've even tried changing something in your life without success, and maybe you did reach success, but it didn't quite stick over time, and that is so frustrating. It's our, Kirsten and I's, personal experience that to create any noticeable and lasting change, you need to create the right foundation first. And there's a list of habits, or you can call it patterns, or maybe rituals that can have a huge impact on how successful you are at creating change and creating the life you long for. And those are your personal habits, both bad and good, your morning ritual, very important, your sleep pattern, also very important, your exercise routine, and your nutrition as well. And then the last one is your clarity on what you want your life to be. And these might seem like a very comprehensive list to take on, and it might seem like a lot of work. But if you consciously work on creating a solid foundation based on these six areas, after a short while, these steps will start to feel more second nature to you, and it won't seem that challenging. But try to stick with me through this video. I'm going to explain the list in more detail and walk you through each of the 6 steps on this list. But you also need to understand that this is only a guideline. Everything on this list is important, and you will benefit from implementing them. But one step doesn't depend on the other, so do what feels right to you and create the routine however you like it. The habits you gain throughout your life can have a huge impact on your level of success, happiness, and the way your life pans out. Almost everything you do and think from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed is some sort or form of habit. If you don't stay conscious of your actions or habits and just aimlessly go through the routine of the day and never stop to reflect, you risk living your life without conscious direction and clarity. Your habits are created by your environment and by you, but it's important to understand that you are in fact the one in charge. We can all change a habit if we really want to, and if we put in the work. What I've found is that to successfully change a habit, you need to work on identifying the number 1 core habit that affects your life the most. This often tends to be a negative one, at least it is for me. So if you start to change the habit that one habit, you will most likely experience a ripple effect. Other habits will begin to lose their grip on you, and they will become easier to change and eventually get rid of. So I want to ask you, what is your number 1 core habit that you need to change? It might be maybe you feel like you watch too much TV, or you waste your time on unnecessary stuff, or maybe you tend to focus on the negative things that are happening in your life instead of focusing on the things that's going well. Is one of my personal favorites, and one that I see the most change in my own life when I implement, and that is a solid and amazing morning routine. I absolutely love mornings, but it wasn't always like that. I used to love sleeping until the last possible moment, until I couldn't wait anymore. There wasn't any more time, and I just absolutely had to get up and get my day started. But the thing is, I love sleeping, still love sleeping, and for me it's a constant battle between my love of sleeping and my love of having that extra amazing time in the morning. Extra time in the morning doesn't always win the battle for me still, and sometimes I still enjoy sleeping in. But I do know for a fact that the quality of my day is directly impacted by the time I have in the morning, or maybe the lack thereof. I'm not saying that you need to wake up early, like 4 or 5 a.m. every morning to create the best foundation or start your day. If 10 a.m. works better for you, that's completely fine. The message that I need to get across to you is that for you to start your day right, you need to be conscious about the time you give yourself in the morning before you either have to start working, wake up your kids, or even get out of the door. My personal morning routine has been tailored over time, and it's still a routine in constant change. I always make sure to have time for meditation, exercise, doing my visualizations, affirmations, doing my makeup and picking out my outfit for the day, and of course eating breakfast. And the last thing I do is I do 30 minutes of writing. But your morning routine might look completely different, but however you want your morning to start, make sure to find what's important to you and what you need to do to start your day right. So take note of how much time these different tasks that you want in your day, or in your morning, how much time they require, and make sure to make a list and wake up accordingly, so you don't miss any opportunity to have an amazing morning. You've probably tried to mess up your day, your energy, and your focus because of the simple fact that you couldn't fall asleep the night before, or you didn't get enough sleep, or maybe you slept on a bad mattress. There's nothing more annoying and frustrating than getting your whole day and routine messed up because you can't fall asleep. What makes it even worse is that when you find yourself trying desperately to fall asleep, you end up having an even harder time falling asleep. Am I right? So to help you get the sleep that you need, here are 4 easy tricks that might just work for you. The first thing is turn off any blue light at least 2 hours before you plan to fall asleep. That includes TV, phone, computer, and everything else that has blue light. So no more watching your iPad or iPhone until you need to fall asleep. That's a no-go. Number 2 is stop eating 2 hours before you have to go to bed. That way you won't create a spike in your blood sugar and risk being unable to risk being able to fall asleep. Number 3 is plan your bedtime per when you need to wake up. It's important to get enough sleep. Number 4, I think, make sure to sleep in intervals of 90 minutes. 90 minutes is the body's natural pattern, so either 6, 7, 7.5 or 9 hours of sleep is perfect. Actually, number one on this list is one of my personal biggest challenges, because I love watching my iPad before I fall asleep at night. But I also know that if I do indulge, I'm guaranteed to having a harder time falling asleep afterwards. So I try to stay away from it as often as I can, reading a book instead. It doesn't always work though, because sometimes the iPad tends to find its way back into my bedroom. Yeah, but what can you do? Nobody's perfect. Exercise is a truly powerful way to move you out of any unforgiving funk. It helps you increase your happiness and provides you with the energy you need to create the life you dream of. But if you find it hard to stick to an exercise routine, the best way to ensure your success is to create a foolproof environment and routine that will increase your likelihood to create action. So make sure to pick out your workout outfit the night before and place it somewhere so it's the first thing you see in the morning. That makes it so much easier to put it on and follow through. You also need to remember that we're all uniquely wired and no two people are the same. So one exercise routine might work wonders for your friend or for me, and at the same time be completely wrong for you. The key is to find a routine that works for you and then just stick to it. Make sure you stick to it. I run. I do it to gain focus and let my thoughts form more effortlessly. Running obviously helps me in many ways, but the most apparent and instant effect I see is the positive effect it has on my mind and on the flow of consciousness it provides me throughout the day. The amount of ideas and insights I gain while running is absolutely amazing. As a last note on this, it's very important that remember to enjoy your exercise. If you enjoy exercising, the odds are that you remember to put on your exercise clothes and you have fun. So make sure to choose something that makes you happy. Getting the right nutrition is a cornerstone in creating physical and mental surplus. It's incredible how big an impact nutrition has on your body and on your mind. So make sure to get the right vitamins and minerals daily, because you need to function at the highest level in order to create the necessary changes you long for, increase your happiness and start living the life that you dream of. Kirsten and I have in fact created a list of the top 10 vitamins and minerals that you need to in order to create your optimal foundation for health and increasing your happiness. I've put the link to the PDF down below, so make sure to go and download it straight away, or after you watch this video to the end. Very important. So take a look at it, let it be a source of inspiration and let it guide you in creating the nutritional foundation you need and long for. The number one thing that sets us apart from other animals is our amazing ability to use our thumbs. But it turns out humans also have another amazing and unique ability, and that is something no other animal have, and that's the ability to visualize. So visualizing a process down to the smallest detail can help you get more clarity on what you want your life to look like. And when you visualize what it is you want to happen in the future, it becomes easier to understand when and how you need to act. Arnold Schwarzenegger, in fact, the former Mr. Universe, he was an actor as well and also a US Senator, he once said that I had this fixed idea of growing a body like Rick Parks. The model was there in my mind. I only had to grow enough to fill it. The more I focused on this image and worked and grew, the more I saw it was a real impossible, that it was real impossible for me to be like him. Later, when he transitioned into politics, Schwarzenegger said, "It's the same process I used in bodybuilding. What you do is create a vision of who you want to be and then live that picture as if it were already true." So I invite you to do as Mr. Schwarzenegger does. Identify the key things that you would like to change or that you would like more of in your life and simply write them down. So when you have them written down, sit down and close your eyes and visualize these changes at least once every day. Slowly you will see them becoming second nature, and your outlook and thoughts will begin to change accordingly. So those are the 6 areas that that will help create the foundation for your life going forward. It's not like you have to take on all these habits or routines starting tomorrow, but try to always be conscious of each of the 6 areas. You can start slow and then implement, tweak and adjust to your own liking and need as well. So yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed this lengthy video. I also hope it inspired you to start creating your own foundation for the change or the improvement that you want to see in your own life. Finally, I just ask of you to tell us what you think of this video, because every comment and advice helps us, and we want to make sure that we serve you in the best possible way. So please leave a reply and let us know if you have any comments. And bye for now. I want you to have a great day, and as always, stay tuned for next video. It's for next week's video, sorry. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.